It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. As you get a look at Brian Hoyer, the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Hoyer. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Hoyer. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Hoyer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 39-yard line. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Hooker.
And he'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta.
On 1st down, Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey,
down the numbers. There he goes.
Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Complete to Jones. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
4th down, a give to Gibbs. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 49.
71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Hooker dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looking to throw. Hooker.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Back to throw. Hooker eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Jackson will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He's got right on the short throw.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Hooker.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. On the move past the 40.
And finally marked down at the 23. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Ken Walker, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the give. Here's Gibbs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hooker flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up to throw on third down. Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now. And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, Amir Abdullah still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Got his man, it's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now it's Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly, they get to the line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Hoyer. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Lions will take over.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Being chased out left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Off the bootleg. Hooker rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Hoyer.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll look to throw. Open man right side, Myers. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Jacobs going to try the middle.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Hoyer. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So out now come the Lions.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, they'll throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now the Lions down by 12. A minute 40 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
And that's caught by Williams. Down the right sideline. How about this? He's across midfield.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are that?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Las Vegas, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they will head back home next week.